So my security system that I pay hundreds of dollars for a year decided to do this really cool thing where it stopped working, and while I was staring at it, it just decided to start screaming at me at the maximum volume that the little wall unit possibly could, because fuck me, I guess. And if you think about it, that is a really great analogy for how it feels to unlock all of the weapons and attachments in Modern Warfare 2. I actually am really close to getting everything max leveled, and once I do get it all max leveled, I'm going to be committing myself at the very minimum to getting gold on everything, maybe platinum. I'm not a huge camo grinder, but because it's so easy to get camos in this Call of Duty, I feel like I might as well do it. But who knows? I'm a dirty fucking liar, so it probably won't happen. And because I've sworn twice at the beginning of this video, it reminds me that YouTube just recently, like as of yesterday or the day before, they changed one of their policies. It has something to do with swearing and profanity in videos, but nobody really understands. It's really weird to me that YouTube just decides to make these changes, and it affects hundreds, if not thousands, if not maybe even hundreds of thousands of creators who are making money on the platform, and they just kind of do it. And they say, yeah, that's a thing now. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird that, like, technically YouTube is your boss, but your boss will just make sweeping changes to the way that your job works. And it's just like, yeah, you can't do anything about it. It sucks that you suck. And yeah, I'll be honest with, like, the way that YouTube makes its changes and stuff, I'm so less inclined to be trying to make content, at the very least, that's like quote unquote family friendly, because at the end of the day, I don't know if, like, I want YouTube to be the sole source of income if I'm making content. Like, obviously that'd be incredible and it'd be awesome if I'd be able to do that, but I think it would also be incredible if I could just do the things that I want to do and not have to worry about a whole video getting demonetized because of random policy changes. Like, YouTube could literally come out and say, if you have a weapon in the game, it's ineligible for monetization ever completely. And it's like, well, yeah, but I like to play Call of Duty and I like to play first-person shooter games, so I should probably just keep doing that and find other ways to make money with the content that I want to make. God, why do I have to get stunned and then instantly die when I spawn? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit intoxicated while playing Shipment a few weeks ago, a week ago, maybe, something. I don't know how long ago it was. It doesn't really matter, but I was a little bit intoxicated, and I was thinking how perfect of a map Shipment is. Like, it really is the best first-person shooter map ever created. It has literally everything from forced close range combat to long range sniping to camping to being able to move around. It literally is the perfect map that just embraces every play style of Call of Duty that's ever existed. And you can disagree with that. I don't care. I'm right. And if you think I'm wrong, you're wrong. Oh my God. I'm really close to finishing all of the weapons to be max level, which is like my first order of business before doing any actual camo grinding. I did get a few of my weapons to gold, but not a lot of them. But using this LMG has made me a fan of this LMG. I'm not a big LMG player when it comes to Call of Duty, but this LMG is a lot of fun to use. And so in talking about changing the way that I want to view making content for YouTube, just because, like I said, I don't want to be stuck, you know, worried about the fact that something's going to get demonetized for a stupid reason and now I'm not able to feed my son. I wanted to think about other ways that making content but also making money are a possibility in my future. And so that is like a two-pronged approach. And that two-pronged approach is going to start with making content that I enjoy and experimenting and just trying new stuff out. So like this video is a bit of an experiment, and I'm just talking about things going on in my life and things going on in the Call of Duty game. And it's very similar to like a budget version of Jev or I Am Rob TV, who both of those guys are people I look up to as a creator and people who I think are doing cool, good stuff and things that I'm interested in doing. And so here's me trying things out. And the whole point of this month, and the reason I took some time off work to make content, is because I want to experiment. I want to have the freedom. Oh, I'm shooting my own teammate. With a month, I didn't take the whole month off of work, but I took some time off of work, and it's extra time that I'm dedicating to making content and being on YouTube and editing and all that stuff. And The whole point of it is to experiment and try new things and see what I really enjoy doing and see if I can get any momentum, whether that's in live streaming, it's in shorts, it's in longer form content like this. I just want to try stuff out. I realized I just played that whole game without using a weapon token. Well, there is a player named Sergeant Dickass on the other team. Another topic for another time is going to be breaking down the incredible, ingenious solutions that people come up with for their usernames in Call of Duty. It is a cultural phenomenon that should be studied for decades and decades to come, because it's truly incredible what people come up with for their online usernames in a video game about war and shooting people. Oh my God. So the original plan for the month was to be making content like super frequently and essentially killing myself to make content and put content out on a super regular basis. And I'm kind of doing a hybrid system of that, but also trying to just create content that is experimental and fun for me and hopefully going to provide value in my own life, because I don't want content creation, especially since I'm not making money on it, to feel like a job. I want it to feel fun and feel like if I'm gonna do it, that it's gonna be a good time and not like I'm, you know, killing myself to make something happen that may or may not happen. One of the other things that I was thinking of, and I actually really love this idea. What are these spawns sometimes? I think the spawns in this game are so much better than they were in MW 2019 and even Vanguard. Shipment Vanguard was actually cancer, and I hated every second that I needed to play that just to level up camos or weapons or whatever. But sometimes the spawns still really confuse me. Anyways, the one thing that I'm very interested in as far as making content and being able to put content out is I'm really interested in doing some sort of a Patreon style thing, which would allow me to not necessarily focus on the quantity of people supporting me, but the quality of people supporting me and the quality of content that I am providing to the people who support me. And so the biggest thing is I want to start a Patreon that's going to allow people who want to get into content creation but don't know. Oh my God, that was insane. Oh my God, I killed you too, and you, and another guy, and another guy. Oh my God, what the heck? An 8x multi-feed and I recorded it? Incredible. I'm okay that I just got sniped in the forehead. So anyways, I was thinking that trying to do something with Patreon and being able to provide my expertise in the area of graphic design and being able to make content would be something that I would enjoy doing, and I'd be able to provide a lot of value in my ability to create thumbnails, edit content. I have a mind for it. I work in a creative industry, in a creative field, and so stay tuned for that. There will be some updates around that and around that type of content. And if you want to take a little bit of a look at what that might look like, check out the Patreon. It's linked in the description down below, but there's no pressure. And of course, everything is free right now. The content to teach people might end up being behind a paywall, but it'll be for a very specific audience. It's not for the people who just enjoy listening to me talk about random stuff like this or make funny YouTube videos. And honestly, it just makes me excited to make stuff again, and it makes me excited to be able to provide value to people who will actually want it. So if there's something that you want to learn how to do in Photoshop or editing or anything like that, drop it in the comments as well. I'm happy to take a look at stuff and at the very least see if I can teach people how to do it. I hope that makes sense. I hope that one of my fears with talking about content and creating and money and anything that has to do with being a creator is my fear is that people are going to think like, see, I don't even like talking about this because I feel like people think that you're talking about it to justify or whatever, but really it's just like a fear that I have in the same way that I have a fear about, you know, failing in making something or a video not performing well or saying something that nobody agrees with and I'm in the extreme minority about. It's just a fear of like, if I talk about the way that I want to make money and support my family through content, that people are going to be like, all you care about is making money. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's just a thought that it's just something that I'm planning for, because if I don't plan for that, then I'll never make money doing it. And it's not like I expect to be Tim the Tap Man or making bajillions of dollars, but it's like, if I can streamline that process and get myself to a point where I am actually able to support my family and feed my son and put money away for the future with playing video games or making content, then I should probably do that. And you should too, if you're into content or making content in any capacity. I just played a second game without activating an XP token. I want to kill myself. Yeah, you know what? Playing 2 matches without the double XP token and realizing that I would have finished that weapon has made me sad and disappointed. That's the video. Bye.